Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to the Solano College Sports Network. We're here at Solano Community College for a Bay Valley Conference softball matchup between your Solano Falcons and the Yuba 49ers. I am Stosh Moida. Joining the booth with me today is Miss Bella Felafita. Bella, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Beautiful day here in Fairfield, California. The Falcons come in with a 20-6 overall record, 8-0 in conference play, riding a 16-game winning streak right now. What are the Falcons going to have to do to continue that streak?
I mean, they just got to stay focused. I mean, what is every game about? Offense. Offense, offense, offense. If they're hitting the ball, we're going to win.
Yeah, you know, the Yuba 49ers, a little bit of a down season for them. They're 6-20 overall, but 4-2 in conference play. That puts them in third place in the Bay Valley Conference. They're actually riding a 2-game winning streak where they swept Los Medanos in 2 games, 8-4 in the first game, 17-9 in the second game. So you're talking about offense. Seems like this Yuba team's starting to hit on all cylinders right now.
I mean, that is very true. So same thing with their defense. They can't sit back and expect the game. They got to win for it, play for it.
Yeah, you know, Solano comes in very impressive offensive team this year. They're second overall in runs scored. They're second overall in hits, first overall in triples, fifth overall in on-base percentage, third overall in slugging percentage, and first in conference play with batting average. So, I mean, these girls are starting to hit the ball. And one girl to really highlight now is Nay White. But we're going to have the national anthem. We'll be back with first pitch after this. All right, nice rendition there. So, yeah, once again, we pull up our standings right now. As we said, Solano's on top with an 8-0 record. Napa right on their heels with a 6-2 record. Yuba in third place, 4-2. Los Medanos in fourth at 2-4. Mendocino 2-4 in fifth. And Contra Costa at the low 0-10, 0-20 on the season. So, really hard year for Contra Costa going on so far. But you know, the games that really stand out coming up for the Solano Falcons on April 2nd, they'll have the 2-game set against Napa. So that's one game to really highlight, especially these 2 games a day.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Napa being another solid team in the conference, it's a win-win.
Yeah, you know, so now let's look at Yuba's lineup for today. They have leading off in right field is Amy Nichols, followed by Cheyenne Parrish behind the plate. Hannah Heitman at the shortstop position, Haley Gall in left field, Kelsey Smith at first base, Danielle Ferrari at second base, Elizabeth Bond third base, Katie Carr is a designated player, and Yasmin Morano is in a center field. So that's the Yuba 49ers. And on the mound today is for the Solano Falcons is Denali Smith, a.k.a. Alaska. Tell us a little bit about this girl, Bella.
Alaska, obviously from Alaska. I mean, she's a great pitcher all in all. You know, I've seen her in a lot of starts with Solano, doing a great job for them, obviously. The win record showing. So she's just doing a great job. She just stays focused. She's going to have a great season.
Yeah, she's 9-4 on the season with 6 complete games, 86 and 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 91 hits, 52 runs, 28 earned runs. So that's a big margin right there from 52 runs to 28 earned. 18 walks, 35 strikeouts, and a 2.26 ERA on the year with a 2.83 K per inning. Right, strikeout, that is, Ks. Yeah. Ratio there. So you now see Amy Nichols coming up to the plate.
Amy Nichols with an overall 310 average on the season.
That's something you really like to see from your leadoff hitter. She's actually leading the team in doubles with 8 on the season. First pitch is high and inside. Ball 1. That's the way this game starts. First pitch at 1:08. Fouled off. Ooh, hot shot almost hits the on deck hitter. Cheyenne Parrish, she had to get out of the way. Get out of the way quickly, though, so the count goes 1-1.
That is not a fun place to get hit on, let me tell you that.
Yeah, you're not really expecting it, you know, over there just trying to get warmed up.
Exactly.
That pitch is in there, strike call. The count goes 1-2. So Alaska working back after giving up the first pitch ball, coming back with 2 straight strikes. She's able to hold back her swing, so the count goes to 2-2 to Amy Nichols. Nichols also leads the team in strikeouts with 15 on the season so far. So she's looking to not add one more to that total. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Alaska took some off of that pitch and had her fooled way out ahead of her, and that is the first out of the game.
It's exactly what an Alaska needs, Come out here, first batter, strikeout. Good start to a good game.
Yeah, she was, threw a couple of hard balls in there and then comes back with that little floater. I mean, that thing just had no speed on it whatsoever, way out in front. So now brings up Cheyenne Parrish, the catcher for today for the Yuba 49ers. First pitch, swinging, strike 1.
Cheyenne, overall, 317 average on the season.
Wow. So a couple of the top hitters having a good year, hitting above 300. That's what you like to see. This one's chopped. Jacobson tries a backhand, goes right under her glove, so that's the first hit of the ball game for Parrish. Now it's going to bring up Hannah Heitman, the shortstop today for the Yuba 49ers.
And Hannah Heitman as well with the 319 on the overall season. She did come into conference, bringing that 317 all the way up to a 467 average.
So really starting to step her game up as conference play. That's when you really want to start stepping your game up too.
Oh, yeah.
First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1.
Also, Stephanie's got to watch out for that Parrish on base. 5 stolen bases, leading the team.
Yeah, it's a lot of speed out there on first base, so Sellum, definitely, like you said, gonna have to keep her eye out. Good block there to keep it in front of her. The count goes to 1-1. So Steph Cello getting the call today to drop down behind the plate. Ooh, comes up quickly. That's outside, ball 2. Now 2-1 count here. We know you were a catcher, Bella. What type of pitch are you looking for right here for your pitcher to throw?
2-1, definitely on the corner. We need a strike right now.
This one's fouled back right off the foot of Heitman, so the count will go to 2-2. So 2-2, 1 out, runner on first base. Plenty of speed, like we said, down at first base. So strikeout ground ball situation here for Alaska. Oh, little check swing. Ashley Dufresne makes the grab for out number 2. Great job by Ashley there just to react. She saw it right off the bat. It was in the perfect position and makes the grab.
Oh, yeah, 2 outs now.
Brings up Haley Gall. Haley Gall leads the team with a 320 average. And a 453 slugging percentage on top of that. So it's hit right to Ashley. Ashley just comes up, and she's going to tag her for out number 3. So the 49ers strand 1, and we're heading to the bottom of the first. Bottom of the first inning, Elena Benapayo, Kristen Bayardo, and Steph Cello do up for the Falcons, the 1-2-3 hitters. So Elena Benapayo, the reigning Northern California Player of the Year from last year, coming in and have another great year.
Oh, yeah, Elena Benapayo, the overall 478 average
Wow.
on the season.
See, that first pitch of hers low and outside, ball one, and she's hitting .517 in conference play. So she started to step it up also during conference play, but we know Elena, very good player, very good hitter.
Probably wouldn't expect anything less from her.
She drops down a little bunt. Fielded by Bond. Bond tries to get her, and she is safe at first, using her wheels for the infield single. So the way the Yuba 49ers line up on defense, you got Sophia Garcia on the mound, Cheyenne Parrish behind the plate, Kelsey Smith down at first, Danielle Ferrari at second, Hannah Heitman, shortstop, Elizabeth Bond at third, Haley Gall in left field, Yasmin Marino out in center, and Amy Nichols out in right field. And you saw there Bond had a tough play.
I don't think there's anything she could do about that.
No, I don't think many people can make that play with the wheels that Elena Benapayo has.
Oh, no.
But now it brings up Kristen Bayardo.
You know, Kristen having a great season as well, 415 overall percentage.
She looks at that pitch and is right there on the outside corner. Her count goes a 1-1. Yeah, Bayardo also having an excellent year as well. But, you know, the catcher here, Parrish, really have to keep an eye on Benapayo, who has 9 stolen bases on the year. That ball curves around the strike zone. Count goes 2-1. And as you were saying before, you're watching her warm up, Bella. Tell us a little bit about what you saw from this pitcher.
Oh, yeah, number 6, Garcia, man. That spin she has on it, that's going to be tough.
Check her swing. She did not go. Benapayo slides in safely for her 10th stolen base of the season.
Like I was saying, number 6, the pitcher, Garcia, all of her balls are just curving in. I mean, for our lefties, curving into them. You know, that's a tough pitch.
And that is ball 4, so good at bat there by Kristen Bayardo to get a walk there. So it's first and second. It's going to bring up Steph Cello.
Another great batter coming up for Solano. 426 average overall on the season. Also, Stello, 27 RBIs.
Wow. 27. Second. That's good for second on the team, right behind Brittany Jacobson, who has 37. This is a no-out situation. 1-0 count now to Cello. This is a perfect RBI opportunity for her to add some more on the year. She ropes this one down the left field line, just foul. She turned on that one. Now it's a 1-1 count. You saw there, if you're the pitcher or the catcher here, what pitch would you call? You saw that she was way out in front of that one.
I would go off speed
Yeah.
on her, definitely.
Outside, ball 2.
That hit, if that was fair, that would have been very dangerous for Yuba.
Yeah, a lot of speed on the bases. That pitch is in there. Good take there by Cello. Good pitch by Sofia Garcia to paint that inside corner as well. Count goes to 2-2. She chops this one right to Ferrari. Ferrari misses it, so 1 run's going to come in, and they're going to wave her home. 2 runs come in, and Cello trucking the third. Going to be a close play in there safely for Steph Cello. So that puts Solano up 2-0. So that was going to go down as E4 in the book there. Ferrari just couldn't handle that hot shot. But Cello adds 2 more RBIs on there, so 29 now on the year.
Definitely. That was a really tough play for Ferrari over there. I mean, that was a bouncer.
And now it brings up Nay White. She's boasting a .590 batting average, which leads all of the state of California. So she's hitting red hot. And not to mention, Nay White is also batting a .731 in conference play. So she is swinging the bat extremely well. No wonder that Coach Pearson Bloom has her hitting in the 4-hole today.
And, you know, Nay White, she was at University of Oregon.
Oh, right up the middle. Textbook piece of hitting. And another run comes in to score.
RBI.
So now Alicia Selden, the designated player, coming up. Alicia's hitting in the 5-hole today.
You know, Alicia, great overall average. No wonder she's the DP, 480 average on the season.
Wow. All these girls are just batting over 400. I mean, they have 6 players total on this roster batting over 400, which gives a team average of 402. And this one's pop foul down the left field line. Oh, and Heitman makes a run at it, but couldn't quite get to it, so the count goes to 1-1. And Solano, as I said, they're third in the state of California with a team average of 402 and first in conference with a 467 batting average as a team in conference. So Solano swinging the bats hot right at the right time. It's now the 1-1 to Selden. She rips this one foul down the left field line as well. Count goes to 1-2. Just way out ahead of that one.
1-2 count. Garcia can't hand it to her.
Yeah, you know outs here. Already have 3 runs in, runner on first. You know, you really need a strikeout to set the tone. That's outside, ball 2. You know, Garcia's not pitching bad. Solano's just hitting the ball when it's there. They're going with the pitch and just making good contact right now. Poked right back up the middle. Textbook hitting once again. Nay White's not stopping, going to third. Could it be a close play? Nay White head first slide in there. She's safe. Selden trailing to second base. So Nay White, she knew it. The center fielder was playing a little deep. She just kept on running.
And with speed like that, I mean, you got to be aggressive, got to play aggressive.
And now it brings up Brittany Jacobson, who leads the team with 37 RBIs. And that's good for 5th in all of the state of California. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I mean, a 422 overall average. Anything over 400, which I think Solano's lineup is that's what they're having.
Very potent offense this year. Strike on the outside corner, so quickly 0-2 to Brittany Jacobson. So no outs, second and third. The 0-2 just misses inside, ball 1. Hard pitch to lay off right there.
That was a great pitch by Garcia. I mean, not giving it to her, but I mean, making her want it because, man, I wanted her to swing at it.
Ropes right at Heitman. Heitman trying to get Nay White, but Nay White dives back quickly. So that's out number 1. So Jacobson gave it a ride, though. I mean, if she would hit either left or right at Heitman, I think that's a base hit, but hit right at her, and Heitman made the play.
Oh, definitely.
Now brings up the left fielder today for the Falcons, Jade Backtad. First pitch outside, ball 1.
Backtad with a 388, close to 400, but great. Ooh.
Oh, and that hit her. So now it's going to be bases loaded.
Bringing up Ashley Dufresne.
Yeah, Ashley having a good freshman campaign this year, playing catcher. And oh, she pokes this one out in the left field, and it makes the grab as Haley Gall tagging up as Nay White. Close play, and White is in. So it's 4-0 Solano, and Dufresne comes through and gets the RBI. Now it brings up the 9-hitter, Jasmine Hornsby Edwards. Oh, and they were saying that Nay White left early. So Coach Pearson Bloom is over here talking to the umpire. So the run does not count, so Solano gets 3 in, and we're heading to the top of the second. Top of the second inning here. The Falcons lead 3-0 with Kelsey Smith, Danielle Ferrari, and Elizabeth Bond coming up for the 49ers. First pitch is hit foul. Down. Count goes 0-1. So a little bit of a controversial call there at the end of the bottom of the first, but they said Nay White left early, so that's why they doubled her up. But Solano still got 3, stranded 2. This one's lifted down the left field line, foul. So the count goes 0-2.
And, you know, Kelsey Smith, one of the leaders on Yuba's team with a 318 average on the season.
Yeah, she has a couple of doubles, 1 triple. She's tied for the lead with her team with 1 triple. So not a team that hits a lot of triples, but she happens to have one of them. But 0-2 here from Denali Smith. Runs inside, ball 1. Good idea. She fouled off a couple outside pitches down the left field line, trying to bust her back inside, get the strikeout.
One-two count. Can expect Denali to be pitching around her right now.
Right back at Denali. She doesn't even have to move and makes a grab for out number 1.
Looks like she jammed her on the inside, man. That's a tough one.
As soon as he came off the bat, she just put a smile on her face. She's like, oh, I got this one. I always like seeing her reaction. She's a good character out there on the mound.
Yeah.
So now it brings up Danielle Ferrari, second baseman. First pitch to Ferrari's on the outside corner, strike 1. Now I wonder if she's related to the actual Ferrari family from Italy. Maybe she could hook us up with an F30.
I would not mind.
430, I should say. It's a little spider. Onzo, one of them. So the count goes to 1-1. Strike was in there as Ferrari tried to call for time. The umpire did not allow it there, as it was a late time call.
Now, as a hitter, you should never leave the box unless an umpire does grant you time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not guaranteed.
Never is.
It's a judgment call on the umpire.
Exactly.
So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Alaska has her in a hole here. See what Alaska's going to do. This one's hit. Right to Atlanta Benapayo. She scoops it up, throws it over to first for out number 2. And you know, if it's hit to the shortstop position, it's pretty much guaranteed out over there.
I love watching Elena make plays. It's just so smooth.
And she comes in with an .870 fielding percentage. So she has 57 assists, 43 putouts on the season. So once again, flashing the leather for Benapayo this year. First pitch is low to Elizabeth Bond, third baseman. Bond batting a 176 on the year. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So it seems like Alaska has all of her pitches working here today, locating well.
Hitting her spots.
Mm-hmm.
Any day you hit your spots, you're going to have a good day.
High and outside, ball 2. So now the 2-1 to Bond. This one's fouled back, goes off the fence here, so the count goes 2-2. So 2-2 here. 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. And that runs inside, full count. Now full count, two outs. Bella, what are you calling here?
You know, I'm going to call her best pitch. A guaranteed strike.
Yeah?
You know, can't afford to walk.
And there it was, pop, foul, going, Dufresne almost makes a play on it, but goes overhead foul, so the count will stay at 3-2.
Uh-oh.
Hair misfunction.
It's a softball no-no. Can't
What-
have the bow fall out.
Is that like a superstition that it's not good luck if your bow falls out?
Most girls want to keep their bow in.
See, this one's ripped, and this one's going to get down fair. So Elizabeth's ball, ooh, and it plunks her like up near the face area, but she's okay. Wearing the face mask, so she has herself a 2-out single. This is going to bring up Katie Carr, the designated player.
Nice play by Kristen Bayardo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a tough play right field, trying to make the out at first.
Yeah, she made a good throw, just happened to hit Bond over there, but
Yeah.
close play.
You know, Carr up to bat with a 235 average on the season.
This one's chopped foul. Back behind the plate, count goes 0-1.
You know, although she has that 235 in conference, she actually has a 429. So she's stepping up her game lately.
So that's what you want to see from your 8-hole hitter.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody that's going to start hitting the ball and setting the table for your top of your lineup players. That strike is in there on the outside corner, 0-2. So a lot of pitches to work with here for Alaska. Has her 0-2, 2 outs. Goes
Nice.
outside.
Nice little pitch right there. That's a nice 0-2 pitch. Not over the plate, a little out, make her chase.
Yeah, she revved up there too, put a little extra on that pitch. Change her eye location. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So, once again, Yuba Strands 1, heading to the bottom of the second.
My name is Anjanae White. I'm a freshman center fielder, and thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network.
Bottom of the second here, Solano leads 3-0, and you get a good graphic here of the top 5 in state categories. Solano is in. Runs scored, their second. Team batting average. Fielding percentage at 927. I mean, these girls are just playing outstanding baseball. Softball. Yeah. Sorry, a little confused there. So now it's going to bring up Jasmine Hornsby Edwards, who would have been up at the plate except for that leave early call, which allowed a double play for Yuba to escape the jam. That pitch runs inside, ball 1. But once again, there's that movement on that pitch that you were talking about, Bella.
Very nice. Make you second guess your swing.
Runs inside again, ball 2. You know, that thing is starting kind of on her backside of her hip and cutting back in, almost hitting the inside part of the zone. If she puts a little more spin or starts a little closer, I believe that will be a strike called eventually. 2-0. There it is right there, 2-1.
Good call. Right after you said it.
Hey, maybe I should put some gear on and
Right?
go back there. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and Jasmine had her head. I think she was looking at Coach Pearson Bloom before she started that swing.
She was swinging for the fences right there. Man.
And surprisingly, not a whole lot of wind here in Fairfield, California. This one's chopped towards the right side of the infield, picked up by Smith. Floater, And she is safe at first. So Smith trying to do a little backhand flip to Ferrari and a little bit too high. And Hornsby Edwards flashing the speed over there, gets an infield single.
I mean, if you're quick enough to beat the second baseman there, which Jasmine is.
Yeah. She just showed that right there.
Right.
And now it brings up Elena Benapayo. 1 for 1 today with a run scored and a stolen base. And she dropped down that little bunt in that first inning. Right to Bond, but once again, a lot of speed from Benapayo.
Yuba's got to be careful. Her third baseman expecting the bunt again, playing so up.
Outside, ball 2.
Would definitely watch out. I mean, because Elena Benapayo, that's a power hitter too.
Yeah,
you know?
She hits to all the fields, especially she likes to use the opposite field and the outside pitch. And
Exactly.
you got to have a quick glove over there. Chops this one, foul down the left field line. Count goes 2-1. Once you're saying outside pitch, she goes the opposite way.
Exactly.
So as the saying goes, you got to win every inning. Solano got 3 in the first. They'd like to add 1 more on here and win this inning as well. Outside, ball 3.
It's actually making me a little nervous how close she is playing. You know, pull another Sierra.
Yeah,
that game.
last year in the playoffs. Remember that the third baseman took one right off square in the face. This one's chopped right in the 3.5 hole. That's a base hit. Hornsby Edwards not stopping. She's going to go all the way to third. In there safely. Benapayo trailing. She gets on second base. So a lot of base running going on. So second and third, no outs. So yeah, with Benapayo batting .517 in conference play and .478 on the year, with 2 hits today, that average is going to keep going up and up. I think she wants to catch Nay White. Little friendly competition going on there. So Kristen Bayardo coming up now. She had a walk in her first at-bat and scored a run.
And Kristen climbing up that average, too. She's at .415 right now.
Outside, ball 1. Yeah, with a .506 on-base percentage, so that's why she takes a lot of pitches, a smart hitter, hence why she's probably batting in the 2-hole today. Getting on base, ball 2. You know, Sofia Garcia, she's just a little bit outside the plate, off the strike zone, and hasn't been able to really dial in that little float pitch that she's throwing. A little bit of curve. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And as soon as I said that, broadcaster Jake, she throws a good one.
I mean, yeah, she hit or miss right now. You know, she's just probably a little frazzled, as I would be.
Oh, this one's ripped down the first baseline, foul. Count goes 2-2. Yeah, Sofia Garcia does have a 7.25 ERA on the year. So it's already has 3 in today. But now 2-2, no outs.
She's just trying to float them in on that inside corner.
Outside, little back pick. Hornsby Edwards back safely, so now the count is full.
That was a good eye. That looked like a real nice pitch.
Just a little bit off the play. We have a good vantage point here right behind the umpire. And that runs inside, so Kristen Bayardo has her second walk of the day. And now it's going to bring up Steph Cello, who had a 2 RBI E4 in her first at-bat. She roped that one right to the second baseman, but not much Ferrari could do with that ball. It was roped right to her. So bases loaded, no outs. Definitely an RBI situation right here. That first pitch is a ball. Count goes to 1-0.
It's like a bases loaded. Your 3 hitters up to bat. It's like it was planned.
Oh, this one's hit deep down the left field line, and that's going to go over the fence, but foul. That's what you call a long strike 1.
Wow.
But she's been way ahead of most of the pitches from Garcia today. She's showing power. She needs to wait half a second later. I believe she can drive one out of here. Oh, this one's hit right in left field. That is down, so 1 run will come in. They're waving Benapayo home. And she is going to be in there safely, trailing in there safely at third. So great base running all around from the Falcons as they tack on 2 more. They lead 5-0. So once again, there's a timeout on the field as the coach going out to talk to her pitcher. But Steph Cello now 4 RBIs on the day. She's trying to get the lead for RBI leader. Came in with 27, now at 31, with Jacobson at 37.
Hey, 6 more to go. Next at bat.
But now it brings up Nay White. Once again, we said she is leading all of California with her .590 batting average. That is just, that's magnificent. Huh? Batting a .590, wow.
I think I was trying to say earlier, I mean, she was previously recruited to University of Oregon.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, that school's top notch, I mean, for softball. So, as you would expect, nothing less from Nay White.
Yeah, especially University of Oregon. I mean, look at all their athletic programs going up there, playing in the Pac-12.
Oh, yeah.
Their football team was in the national championship again this year. Or the Ducks in the March Madness playoff. They got through the first round, which I was happy about. I had picked that game. But then I had them losing the second round, which I was right about again. So, even though my bracket's been busted since day one, you know, that Georgia State game was a great game.
Oh, yeah.
So now there's no outs, second and third. Nay White up at the plate. Ooh, good pitch in there, strike call. The count goes to 0-1. So there's that pitch she's been looking for all day. Garcia probably got a good pep talk from the coach just to calm down. This one's lifted high in the center field. Moreno's under it. She makes the grab. Bayardo's coming home, and she will score. So Nay White gets the job done as one more run comes in, and 6-0 Solano.
You know, my old coach, she used to, when we were getting behind in a game, you know, a game like this being Yuba, she used to call timeout just to change the momentum, you know, just to slow down the game, slow down Solano's momentum.
It's a smart thing to do. So Alicia Selden up at the plate. First pitch is in there for a strike called. Alicia's 1 for 1 today. Looking at on another hit. Ropes this one down the left field line. Beats the left fielder. Tips off her glove. So Cello's going to come in to score. Selden will go to second base with an RBI double.
Almost looked like Haley Gall ran in before she had to run back.
Yeah.
You know? First rule of outfield, first step back. You know?
Always
If she
back.
just would have ran back, I think she might have had that.
Yeah, you know, the sun is directly right in front of her, so the sun could have definitely played a factor. It's high in the sky today. But it tipped off her glove, allowing the run and the double, so now it brings up Brittany Jacobson. Jacobson roped one right to the shortstop, Heitman, but couldn't hit it any better, but just right at her.
Right? Jake's been also leading the team in home runs with 7 on the
Wow.
season.
And I know going back to that Sierra game, we actually got the call. They were down in the 7th inning, and she came back and roped that 3-run home run
Oh,
to
that's
tie the
right.
game. That was a towering shot out to right center field, so we know Jacobson has a lot of power. That pitch is in there. The count goes 2-1. Jacobson, like we said, 5th in all of California in RBIs. She's looking to add on to her total here and try to get a little separation from Cello. That pitch is inside, ball 3. So 3-1. Garcia's going to have to make a pitch here. This one's chopped. Oh, it bounces off Heitman. It's going to go, and everybody's going to stay. So Jacobson's on base with the E6. And that was a hard play for Hannah Heitman right there. That was a hard chopper. Just kind of looked like it took a bad hop, but kind of kicked off her glove arm.
Good she stuck right in front of it so it didn't go far.
Yeah, she got enough of it to knock it down. Didn't want to give up an extra base. Now Jade Backtad coming up to the plate. She was hit by the pitch in her first at-bat. Way outside, ball 1.
Guess she doesn't want to hit her again.
You know, it's a little frustrating for a pitcher. You know, you're making your pitches, you're getting these ground balls, and you're getting the pop flies, and way outside, ball 2. But as a pitcher, you have to realize you have to trust your team, have to have amnesia because you know they're going to make that play the next time.
Exactly. It's all about trusting your teammates.
That ball is low, 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. Runners on first and second, 1 out. With Ashley Dufresne in the on-deck circle. That's way outside ball 4. So second walk of the day for Baghdad. Well, bases loaded once again for Ashley Dufresne, who hit a pop-up to left field. It would have been a sacrifice fly, but like we said, Nay White left early, so they doubled her up. So pretty much same situation as the first inning. Now it looks like Pearson Bloom's looking at the lineup. I'm not sure what's going on here. I believe they're going to have a pinch runner come in. I heard number 4 is with Cassidy Paulo.
4 for 7. Substitution 4 for 7.
Looks like you were right.
Yeah, so Cassidy Paulo is going to come in for Alicia Selden. Paulo has some speed. She's stolen 3 bases on the year. I don't believe she'll be stealing here with the bases loaded, on third base. But maybe trying to put a little more speed there to tag up if another sacrifice fly is hit. And this one's hit high in the left field. Gall is under it. She makes the catch. Runner coming home. Close play, but she's in safely. Trailing runner in safely as well. So Dufresne, once again, sacrifice fly. This one counts.
Looks like Cassidy hesitated like an extra 2 seconds to really make sure that she did not leave early.
Oh, yeah. I think Coach Pearson Bloom was up there just wait. Okay, hot, now go. So Solano now leads 8-0. Jasmine Hornsby Edwards up at the plate. First pitch to her is a ball. And she's actually led off this inning with a single. So now 2 outs, 1-0. Ropes this one to deep left field. Going back is Gall. And Gall makes the catch for out number 3. So Solano adds on 4. And we're heading to the top of the third. So 8-0 in favor of the Solano Falcons. And the Yuba 49ers have the 9-1-2 hitters coming up now. So far, the 49ers have only mustered up 2 hits, and they've both stranded 2 runners. So going to really need to try to put some on the board here. Already down 8-0 in the top of the third. With the Yasmin Marino coming up to the plate. Center fielder.
Yasmin with a 239 average overall.
Trying to drop down the bunt, but she did go around, so that would be a strike. So good pitch there by Denali. So the 0-1. Trying to drop it down. Fouls it back. Count goes to 0-2.
Pitchers count.
Yeah, way ahead. You have a lot of pitches you can work with, trying to get her to chase. She hasn't swung the bat. She tried to bunt down 2 pitches. So that's what you want to do. You want to make them swing. Don't want to give up that bunt because so many things could happen, even though Solano's an excellent fielding team. Strike 3, calling on the outside corner. Cotter looking. That's the first out of the inning. Didn't waste no pitches there, Bella.
Of course not. That was a catcher. I always want them to put down the bunt. I always want it, you know?
So Amy Nichols coming up to play. She struck out in her first at-bat, 0 for 1 today. That first pitch in there, strike call. Count goes 0-1. Just seems that the 8-0 lead. Denali's really relaxed there out on the mound, just pumping in the strikes now.
Yeah, she has that cushion, you know?
That pitch is a little low. Count goes to 1-1. Amy Nichols out of Wheatland High School.
You know, even though she's got that cushion, she can't sit back, you know? We've seen that happen.
This one's Denali. Oh, can't field it. Hornsby Edwards picks it up, and she is safe at first. Close play.
A nice backup by Jazz right there.
Now, would you score that an error or base hit?
That's a tough one.
I'll give it the benefit. I'll give it a base
Yeah.
hit. We aren't the official scorers, so
Very true.
we can,
Very true.
to each his own. That's what we want to do on here. So now 1 out brings up Cheyenne Parrish, catcher. 1 for 1 today. Drops it down. Hornsby Edwards coming in. She makes a late decision, picks it up. So that's another single for Parrish. Yeah, it was a good read there by Hornsby Edwards. It was a perfectly placed bunt. She saw the spin. She was going to try to let it go foul, but it just died right there on the line. And that was one of those you just got to, I don't know what to do, but okay, it worked out. By Hannah Heitman coming up to the plate now, 0 for 1 today. First and second, 1 out. Big RBI situation for her right here. She has 7 on the year. First pitch, strike call. Count goes 0-1.
Alaska with that focus face back on.
So the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So once again, Denali just coming out, pumping in the strikes.
0-2 count. We got to be careful. We can't just hand it to her over the plate.
High and outside, ball 1. So good waste pitch there. So now the 1-2. This is definitely a ground ball strikeout situation. Try to get out of the inning with a ground ball. Turn 2. This one's pop foul, goes off the fence. And Dufresne makes a catch, but it is a dead ball once it hits the fence. And I know you hate that.
I've always wished that the fence rule didn't count. I've made some nice catches off the fence.
That makes it too easy for you, though.
Very true. Very true.
So the count stays at 1-2. In the dirt. Good grab there by Cello. Gets her body down.
Move the feet.
Now, I know we recognize that glove. Isn't that your glove from last year, Bella?
It is. It's a lovely piece of leather right there.
So you pass the torch and pass the glove down, and she's showing off. She making you proud back there so far today?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't think she's let anything past her.
So now the 2-2. High and outside. Oh, and there's a broadcaster jinx once again. So everybody moves up on the pass ball. Now it's full count. You got to open back down there on first, but then you have Haley Gall, the batting average leader for the Yuba 49ers, coming up next, and also the RBI leader, so you really want to get this hitter here. This one's ripped right in the 3.5 hole, so 1 run comes in, and they're going to hold her at third. So good play out there by Bayardo to get it in quickly. Saved a run.
1 out, first and third situation. I wonder what the play's going to be.
Haley Gall up at the plate. Saw her, had a little bit of struggle out in left field, gave up a couple runs. But she leads the team in the hit with 24, 8 doubles, 1 triple, 11 RBIs. Fouled straight back. Count goes 0-1. And I want to see if Heitman might take off here. This one's popped straight up. Out of play. Count goes 0-2.
Doesn't look like she's taking off.
Yeah. She has 3 stolen bases on the year. She has some good speed down there, but down 8-1, you really don't want to risk it with a good arm behind the plate and Steph Cello.
Very true.
So right now as you kind of trade outs for runs. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
That was a real nice 0-2 pitch. That was nice and high. It wasn't really a strike, but made her chase.
Yeah, Gall, she tried to hold up the bat, but just went across the plane and got called on it. So now it's 2 outs. First and third brings up Kelsey Smith. She flew out to Denali in the second inning. Nice little jam pitch right at her. That pitch is high, ball 1.
Two outs, changes the play.
The first and third play.
Mm-hmm.
I would ask you, but I know we don't want to give away anything inside. This one's popped in the left field. Going back is back patch. She can't make the play. Bounces away from her, so 1 run comes in. 2 runs come in. And Smith kind of stumbled over second base. Luckily, otherwise she'd be over at third, so 2 runs come in. 8-3 Solano.
That was a tough play by Jade back there. I mean, she ran back on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but it was in and just didn't make it in time.
Yeah, and it kind of took a weird hop away from her. She was there in the right position to field the ball, but it kind of had that weird spin just kicked away from her, allowing the runners to advance even more. So now 2 outs, runner on second, 3 runs already in, and Danielle Ferrari up at the plate, grounded out to Bettapayo in the second inning. First pitch in there, strike call. Count goes 0-1. It's now the 0-1. Just a bit low. Count goes 1-1. So Yuba showing some fight here. You know, you're down 8-0 early and having a hard time to kind of muster up some hits and some rallies. Only 2 hits coming into this inning, and then they got a strikeout and then rallied off 3 straight hits. 4 hits so far on the inning. Looking to add on one more here and make it, 4-run ball game. It's now the 1-1. This one's chopped right out in front of the plate. Denali picks it up, throws it to first. Out. Number 3, late call by the umpire, but yep, that is an out. So 3 runs come in for the Yuba 49ers. 8-3 Solano going to the bottom of the 3rd.
Eric Visser, Director of Athletics at Solano College. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning, the 1, 2, 3 hitters coming up for the Falcons. Benapayo, Bayardo, and Cello once again. We have a defensive substitution for the Falcons. Kristen Montgomery is going to come in for Jade Backtad. That should be hitting in the 7-hole. Benapayo already 2 for 2 today with 2 runs scored and a stolen base, so she's looking to stay hot here. Always a tough out in Benapayo. Not waiting around. Hit right out the first baseman. It's going to be a foot race, and she is out at first. Wow, what a play.
Man.
That was a really close play. Kelsey Smith just knocked it down. It's kind of a protecting reaction there, and then Danielle Ferrari goes over, fields her position, and just barely gets Benapayo right there.
There was no time to react. that ball was hit hard. She's fast.
Yeah. So Kristen Bayardo coming up to the plate now. 0 for 0 today. Couple runs scored. Couple of walks. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Yeah, if it's hit left or right, I mean, that's extra bases for Benapayo right there. Drops it down right out in front. Garcia fields it, throws it to first, and she makes the out. Ferrari kind of on the bag, steps on it again. That's always one of those you just got to stick with it. But they get the call.
Like, maybe I touched it. Let me double check.
So now it's going to bring up Steph Cello, 1 for 2 today with a single. She also reached on the air, scored 2 runs, and has a total of 4 RBIs today. So she just keeps adding up that RBI total. First pitch in there, strike called. Count goes to 0-1. So this is the first inning. Sofia Garcia did not allow a leadoff hit.
2 outs right away.
You know, like I said earlier in the game, you know, you want to win every inning. You can put 3 up here. You got to come up and put a 0 on the board, stop the bleeding, and hopefully you can come back in and try to cut away from this Falcon lead. Down by 5 runs. This one's popped straight up. Ferrari is under it. She makes the grab for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down, heading to the top of the 4th. Top of the 4th inning, Solano still leading 8-3. And Yuba 49ers finally got a shutdown inning there. They won the 3rd inning, scoring 3 in the top and putting up a 0 on the bottom. So now it's going to bring up the 7, 8, 9 hitters, Elizabeth Bond to lead off. And she is 1 for 1 today. Looking to start a rally here with no outs. They need all the base runners they can muster up now. First pitch popped up, goes off the fence. So count goes 0-1.
Starting aggressive.
Yeah. And you know, Solano, like we said, is 8-0 in conference play, riding a 16-game winning streak. They are a 10-time Bay Valley Conference champions. They won one in 01, and they've won every year since 2006. Strike call, count goes 0-2, 06 all the way up to last year. You were part of that team last year. What do you see from this team that you guys could have used last year, and what can you see them going deeper into playoffs right now?
I mean, the way they're going in right now, I mean, I see them doing great things in playoffs.
This one's popped up right in no man's land. Benapayo coming in. Oh, a little collision there. So that is an infield single for Elizabeth Bond. She couldn't have placed that anywhere any better.
Yeah. I mean, as I was saying, Coach Bloom every year puts a great team on the field and then develops them to be even greater, you know?
Yeah, you guys had a great run last year, all the way up until you had to face Sierra, which I know that's a team you do not like. Your rivals here at Solano College. Ooh, little swinging check, swing bunt. So the count goes 0-1.
Open wound. Open wound, Stosh. Open wound.
Yeah, you know, this team looking a lot like you guys last year, just rattling off win after win after win. Ball low inside, count goes to 1-1. And I'm just shocked, you know, they're 8-0 conference on a 16-game winning streak, and they're still not in the top teams of Northern California. I see they've been getting a lot more votes. They're on the cusp of getting into the top 15.
I mean, they did have a rough preseason starting out,
That's a foul ball, count goes to 1-2.
you know, but they played all top teams, you know, tough teams, tough games.
Yeah, a lot of ranked teams. And, you know, really looks like it set them up for the Bay Valley Conference coming in. 8 straight wins. I mean, and just look at the hitting categories they have this, you know, top, second in runs.
They're coming together as a team, you know. It's just, they're going to be tough to beat from here on out.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is out number 1. So that's the 5th strikeout today for Denali Smith. So now it brings up Yasmin Marino. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout looking. Trying to get the bunt down. Couldn't quite make contact, but she went around, so the count goes 0-1.
Good energy behind the plate from Stephanie, you know. Pitch comes, pop up. Look at that runner. Make sure she's not going.
Kind of a chop swing. Jasmine Hornsby Edwards makes the play for out number 2. So what a great grab there. High chopper. She gets it down. She looked at second base, realized she couldn't make the play at second, went to first and made sure of the out. So great play all around by Jasmine Hornsby Edwards. And she's been really surprising me this year, anchoring that third base position, making a lot of great plays over there.
Oh, yeah. Jazz is a great utility player. She could put her anywhere on the field. She'd do great.
And that's fouled straight back. I believe Professor Greg Poff over there flinched. He has a big old smile on his face. So the count goes, oh, well, I think you need to go over there and protect him, Bella. Get you a glove. And yes, she did. Scoots away from Cello, so the runner will advance to third. But look at that. Ashley Dufresne realized it was a pass ball. Oh, she's playing first base. Comes to cover home plate. That is great defensive backup right there. Good heads-up play.
I mean, everyone has a role on the field, you know. Just got to execute it.
So now it's no balls, 2 strikes to Amy Nichols, who's 1 for 2 today with a strikeout already and a single. That ball just misses the outside corner. The count goes to 1-2.
Man, that was a nice pitch.
Yeah. You know, as a hitter, you got lucky there. That was called a ball because anything close, you got to swing at a 0-2 count. Kind of a check swing coming in. Hornsby Edwards gloves it, throws it to first, and gets it out at first base. So Yuba strands 1, heading to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the fourth inning, Solano still leading 8-3. A little bit of slow jams going on here at Solano Community College in beautiful Fairfield, California. A little bit of a overcast day, but not a lot of wind, and can't beat this weather though for a game of softball.
Well, can't beat this weather for Fairfield. I'm surprised there's no wind.
Yeah, you know, it's starting. Where's spring? It's starting to seem more like summer each and every day. You know, I can't wait for some summertime. But now it's going to bring up Nay White, who's 1 for 1 today. Had a sacrifice fly and a single. 2 RBIs on the day. Looking to lead off this here with a base hit. She ropes this one out in the center field, and it beats Moreno as Moreno started to come in. Nay White is on her horse. She's going to go to third. She is not stopping. It's going to be a close play. In there safely, the leadoff triple. Man, that ball just really carried out over to center field. Moreno, you know, it looked like she had a good jump coming in, but that ball just stayed up and just went right over her head and one hop off the wall. And stay hot, Nay, stay hot.
There was no second thought. Right after she hit the ball, she knew that's a triple.
So now it brings up Cassidy Paulo getting her first at-bat of the day. First pitch is low and outside, ball 1. Paulo comes batting in at 346. 800 in conference play, but that's 4 for 5. Under 5 at-bats during conference play out of American Canyon High School. Ooh, pulls her bat back, holds it in there, so the count goes 2-0. So Cassidy came in to run for Alicia Selden. She tagged up and scored a run on that play. Little slap hit, foul out of play. Count goes 2-1.
Perfect count to have, 2-1.
We're on third, just trying to get something out into the outfield. Nay White showing we already know she has a lot of speed, hence that triple. Drops it down. Nay White coming straight home. High tag. Oh, and then she's out at the plate.
Tried that squeeze play.
Yeah. You know, it looked like it was a good tag there by Parrish to get it down. I mean, it was a high little lob from Garcia. Parrish going to do a good job blocking the plate. So that's out number 1. It's going to bring up Brittany Jacobson. She reached on an error, E6 in her last at-bat. That pitch is low, ball 1. I mean, she's hit 2 really hard balls right at the shortstop. First one was a line out right to her chest, and the second one, hard ground ball, just booted off of her left arm. That pitch is inside, ball 2.
I mean, we know she has power. You know, obviously leading the team in home runs.
And, you know, she's looking for a base hit here. Something maybe try to hit the gap, get a double. That ball's inside 3-0.
All pitches inside.
Which is surprising. I mean, she showed she can really pull the ball well.
Oh, yeah.
You would think they try to get her out something outside the plate, but let's see now on a 3-0 count. Right down the heart of the plate, strike 1. So good pitch by Garcia.
3-1s. Garcia's got to go back to the corners.
And you don't leave anything over the plate. And that's ball 4. So that is a 1-out walk to Brittany Jacobson. Now it's going to bring up Kristen Montgomery for her first at-bat of the ball game. She came in as a defensive sub for Jade Backtad and stayed in the game. Montgomery batting a .250 on the year. Ball's outside, 1-0.
Christian coming in conference play with a .286 average for conference.
So she's starting to bang the ball a little more. She has 2 hits and 7 at-bats with 3 runs, 1 RBI, 1 walk, a couple strikeouts. Drops it down. Oh, almost looked like it was going to be a great bunt. So Christian, 1-1 count.
Trying to execute that bunt.
Yeah, just trying to drop it down. This is definitely a bunting situation with 1 out, and you have Ashley Dufresne coming up next. Oh, strike call on the outside part. Plate count goes with 1-2. So now you got to be a little more aggressive. Anything close, you got to swing at. So the 1-2. Way outside, ball 2.
Good discipline, good eye.
She's a really big gap out in left center field as Gall's really playing the line. This one's chopped up the middle. And Heitman can't make the play. She got the ball down, saved a run there, so now it's going to be bases loaded for Ashley Dufresne. That was a tough play, though. Heitman is playing more towards the 5.5 hole, closer to third base. You know, she hasn't ranged that far. She made it. She got a glove on it, saved a run, so that was a good play there.
Very true. I think Gall is setting up for Ashley Dufresne. You know, she's pulling the ball all the way over there.
Yeah, a couple sacrifice flies. Has one RBI today. The other one that was the runner left early, but she should have got the job done. But the runner did leave early, so was called out. High outside, ball 2, but Ashley Dufresne, 1 out, bases loaded once again, third time now, and she gets the job done. Both times up at the plate. Got a deep fly ball. This one's hit high and deep in the left field. Gall is back, makes the grab, and Paulo comes in to score. And Jacobson over to third. So 9-3 Solano. Once again, Ashley Dufresne gets the job done. You know what? If Gall didn't have that much height out there, I think that ball might have squeaked over the fence. It was hit pretty well.
There's been a few of those though. There definitely has.
Yeah, the short fences here at Solano. And
Gall's playing perfect position. You know, it's right to her.
So Jasmine Hornsby Edwards up at the plate. First pitch of her is a ball. 1 for 2 today with a single and scored run.
Coach Bloom yelling, "Be aggressive."
So now 2 outs, runner on the corners. 1-0. Strike called. Runner going to second. Oh, we got a pickle going on now. Coming home. And they make the tag for out number 3. So that's the way the inning ends. So Solano strands 1, scores run, heading to the top of the 5th.
Hi, my name is Danny MG. I'm a sophomore left fielder, and thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network.
Top of the 5th inning now. The 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up for the 49ers. Cheyenne Parrish to lead off here. She's 2 for 2 today with a couple of singles, a scored run. So the hottest hitting person on this team. So now it looks like we're going to have another substitution for the Falcons. So Cassidy Paulo is going to come out and play right field. She was a designated player with Christian Bayardo coming in. So is there no longer a designated? How does that work out?
DP's now into right field, and the right fielder now becomes the OP.
Okay, thank you, sir. So we got the clarification from the umpire there as Christian Bayardo now becomes the DP, and Cassidy Paulo becomes a right fielder. You know, I always love it when the umpires, you know, when we first started out here at the Solano College Sports Network, you know, they didn't really talk to us. Now they tell us all the substitutions, what's going on. I like it now. We're getting a little respect finally, you know. So once again, you're tuned in to the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Solano sports. Dosh Moida, Bella Felafini here in the booth. Solano leads 9-3 here in the top of the 5th inning with Cheyenne Parrish up at the plate. First pitch is low, ball 1.
Nice movement by Stephanie back there. Nice little stop.
Now the 1-0. This one's hit right to Hornsby Edwards. She scoops it up, throws it over to first for out number 1. So they finally retire Parrish.
Piece of cake. Look at that. Jasmine.
Now it's going to be Hannah Heitman. 1 for 2 today with a single scored run back in the 3rd inning. First pitch inside, ball 1. The 1-0. This one's hit right to Landon Benapayo. Scoops it up, throws it over to first for out number 2. So those first 2 batters exactly the same. First pitch ball, second pitch ground ball. And then it goes right to the third baseman, then right to the shortstop. So Denali Smith working quickly here in the 6th inning. That's what you like to see from your pitcher.
Oh, yeah. That's what you see from your defense, you know?
Mm-hmm. So Haley Gall now at the plate, 0 for 2 today. This one's chopped foul. Count goes 0-1. So she grounded out to the first baseman and had a strikeout on the day so far. Which is surprising. You know, Gall is has the best batting average, the best slugging percentage on the team. High, ball 1.
Well, not many players far behind.
So 1-1. Chop foul. And I saw that one that got Mr. Dell back over here running our scoreboard, doing an excellent job. Saw him get a little flinch. So the 1-2 count now, 2 outs to Gall. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down, and we're heading to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th, a 9-1-2 hitters coming up for your Falcons. They're leading 9-3. So Solano has a chance here to possibly end the game early, as this is the game 1 of the doubleheader today at Solano Community College between these two teams. So it's all going to start here with Jasmine Hornsby Edwards, who we said is 1 for 2 today with a single scored run. So, yeah, the next 6 games for Solano coming up on the 28th. They got San Jose and Alone College, so a couple good programs there. Then they go on the road for a 2-game set against Mendocino. And then, like we said, on the April 2nd, the big series here at Solano Community College against Napa College, the 1-2 rankings here in the BBC Conference. That pitch is inside, ball 1 to Hornsby Edwards, who's has a decent day at the plate, but doing an excellent job out in the field. She's just a vacuum machine out on third base. This one's ripped. Oh, what a grab there by Bond, and Bond makes the play for out number 1. Man, she looked like James Bond out there with all the moves.
Quick, she just stabbed at it and grabbed it.
The name's Bond. James Bond. Or I should say Elizabeth Bond.
Elizabeth Bond.
There we go. So now it brings up Atlanta Benapayo. 2 for 3 today. A couple scored runs, stolen base. First pitch outside, ball 1. And, you know, her last at-bat, she hit a hot shot right to Kelsey Smith down at first base. And Kelsey just be able to knock it down. I mean, that was a great play by the first baseman. This one's hung right to Kelsey Smith once again. Going to be a foot race. And Smith makes the grab and steps on the bag for out number 2. Now Kristen Bayardo coming up to the plate. 0 for 1 today. Couple of walks, couple of scored runs. So she's been on base a couple times. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, way out ahead of that pitch.
Nice pitch by Garcia. With a little off speed.
You know, she struggled for the first couple innings. In third inning, she had a 3 up, 3 down, and then the fourth gave up 1 run, and that hit her. So it's the third time Bayardo's been on base today with a walk. Now it brings up Steph Cello, who is 1 for 3 today. She reached on an error, had a base hit, 4 RBIs, a couple scored runs herself out of Davis High School. This one's hit. Oh, Heitman can't handle that. Bayardo's going to go all the way to third. She's in safely, trailing runner Cello, and they get Cello at second base for out number 3. So Solano still leading 9-3, heading to the top of the 6th.
Ashley Dufresne, freshman, first baseman, catcher. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
So top of the 6th inning here on the Solano College Sports Network, where the Solano Falcons lead 9-3 over the Yuba 49ers with the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. Kelsey Smith, the lead off the top of the 6th innings for the 49ers, who's 1 for 2 today with a double. First pitch, hit. Jacobson fields it, throws it over to first for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now it's going to bring up Danielle Ferrari, who's 0 for 2 today with a ground out to the shortstop and a ground out to the pitcher.
I love that last name, Ferrari.
Right? Greatest cars on earth. Oh, and that hit her right in the foot. Barely tapped the toe. So she is on with 1 out. So the umpire just making sure she's okay. He's like, "Are you good?" And she kind of looks up. "Oh, yeah, I'm fine. You know, just a little toe tap."
Just a softball.
So now it's going to bring up Elizabeth Bond. 2 for 2 today with a couple of singles. So Elizabeth putting herself a nice day at the plate together. High, ball 1. Elizabeth also made a nice play back in the bottom of the 5th inning, snagging that ball. Outside. Hesitation. She's back safely.
Man, she wasn't hesitated. I think she would have had her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ferrari just got a big old lead over there at first base. So now it's 2-0 to Bond. That pitch is in there. Strike call. Count goes 2-1. Two one. Chop out in front of the plate, and it's going to go foul. So the count goes to 2-2. Coach Pearson Bloom telling our first baseman, "Hey, go get the ball. Don't be scared." I love watching Coach Pearson Bloom coach over here. She's pretty funny over there.
Funny for you. Funny for you.
Yeah, we're not out there getting on our team, but it's an encouragement way. I know my old
very
coach,
true.
it was more of a not the funny way of saying that. It's some things we can't say on the air here at the Solano College Sports Network. I know if we did something like that, we'd definitely have to be running after the game a lot. So now full count to Elizabeth Bond. So it's fouled. Straight back. Count stays a full. So set it up to do it again. Full count. Payoff pitch. This one's hit foul down the right field line. Goes down. So we're once again full count.
That's a lot of bat for Bond here.
Yeah. Seeing a lot of pitches right now, fouling off a couple tough pitches.
Mm-hmm.
But the good thing is Denali's making her pitches as well, but she has to keep coming back. She can't let this battle get away from her right here.
Exactly.
This one's hit. Jacobson ranging to her left. Picks it up, throws it to first for out number 2. So,
Ashley with the trying to get the pick at 2.
good idea. But a good play by Jacobson. Realized, the ball was hit soft enough to where Danielle Ferrari was going to beat the play at second base. She kind of looked up, saw her, just went to first, made sure of the out.
Yeah, I mean, 9-3 game. You're not really looking for lead runner. You're looking for outs. So if you got for sure out at 1, take it.
So we have a substitution here. It's going to be Olivia Manuel checking in for Katie Carr. So Katie Carr finished the day 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. So maybe that's why the head coach here went with the pinch hitter here, Olivia Manuel.
Yeah, Olivia over here, 125 average, but also has 5 RBIs.
So comes up big when she is getting the hits. This one's chopped right out in front of the plate, and it's going to roll foul. Well, good job there by Sella to recognize that. Had enough spin to go foul. And Manuel is 7 for 56 on the year, and that's why she has the 125 average. So looking for hit number 8 of the year. The 0-1. Just a bit high, ball 1. Count now 1-1. This one's pop foul. It's going to go out of play. 1-2.
1-2 count. Batter hasn't seen the first at bat for Olivia here. I mean, Alaska's got to go right at her.
1-2. High, ball 2. So good waist pitch there, you know. Aggressive hitter coming off the bench. You know, they're going to be wanting to swing the bat. She's not up there really take a lot of pitches, trying to get her chase something outside the strike zone. But now you got to come back and throw a strike here.
Yeah, you got to have it tight here, just like that.
Benapayo. And, yep, that is an out as it looked like Ferrari ran right into Benapayo. So that is the third out of the inning. So no runs scored. Still 9-3. Solano heading to the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning here. Solano still leading 9-3, and we have a pitching change for the Yuba 49ers. It's going to be Jocelyn Nicola coming out now, trying to shut the door on the Falcons here, not allowing any more runs. So the last play was obstruction, as you clarified during the inning intermission. So a good call there by Bella.
Yeah, it's just one of the rules of running. Got to run the base path, but don't get hit by the ball, and don't interfere with the play.
So final stat line for Sofia Garcia. She pitched 5 innings, 4 walks, no strikeouts, 9 hits, 9 runs, 6 earned runs. So her day is done. Now we get to see our first look at the lefty, Jocelyn Nicola. First pitch to Nay White in there, strike called. Nay is 2 for 2 today with 2 RBIs and a sacrifice fly and a triple and a single. This one's ripped right back up the middle in the right center field, and it's going to bounce off the wall. Nay White's looking, and they're going to wave her to third. It's going to be another close play. Nay White's in there safely at third for her second triple of the ball game. Stay hot, Nay, stay hot. And she is just tearing the cover off the ball today.
Man, that was a nice line drive.
I feel like anytime it turns around the outfielder, she's just automatically going third.
Oh, yeah. No second thought. That's what you got to have.
So now it brings up Cassidy Paulo, who reached on a fielder's choice in her last at-bat and scored a run. First pitch in there, strike call. Count goes 0-1.
Cassidy looking for an RBI right now.
Oh, really fooled her there. I was high. Ball 1. Just missed the strike zone. I think that little umph that Cassidy's, not Cassidy, I'm sorry, Jocelyn's bringing in on every pitch kind of fooled Cassidy there. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So maybe Jocelyn might have crossed up her catcher there, Parrish. Parrish goes out to give a little chat.
A little pitching mix-up, sign mix-up.
Mm-hmm. So you hear it there. So there definitely was a cross-up. She goes, at least it worked. So now the 1-2. Outside, ball 2.
That was a tight pitch. Yeah.
That was a very hard, I mean, that was a tough pitch to lay off. Luckily, she got the call there.
Nice pitch by Jocelyn.
Yeah. 2-2. It's hit. Heitman out at first, but the run will score. So that's an RBI for Cassidy Paulo. That's out number 1.
She got the job done.
Yes, she did. Now it's going to bring up Brittany Jacobson, who could possibly end this game with one swing of the bat.
I would not be surprised by Brittany Jacobson.
You know, she's 0 for 1 today. 0 for 2, I should say, because she reached on an error. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Has a line out to the shortstop, an error to the shortstop, and then a walk back in the 4th inning. This one's hit high and deep in the left field. Going back is Gall, and Gall drops the ball, and Jacobson's going to find herself at second base.
For just 1 second there, I thought you called it. I thought you called it.
Almost did. So that's a E7 in the scorebook. So Jacobson just causing a lot of errors for this Yuba team. So now while we have a little break in the action, let's do a little station identification. You're tuned in to the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Solano sports, where we got a matchup between the Solano Falcons and the Yuba 49ers. Solano 8-0 in Bay Valley Conference play. Yuba 4-2. Solano's up 10-3. Solano came out the gates early, scoring 3 in the first, 5 in the second. Yuba came back, put a 3 spot on the board in the third. Solano answered that back in the bottom of the 4th inning with 1. It's been zeros ever since, and Solano already has 1 in the bottom of the 6th inning here with the runner on second base, 1 out. And it brings up Christian Montgomery for her second at-bat of the ball game. She had a single back in the 4th. High and tight, ball 1. Christian having a little laugh at that one out of Jesse Bethel High School. This one's hit right. Oh, goes off the glove of Bond. And Jacobson's on third. And good heads-up base running right there by Christian Montgomery by trailing and gets to second base. I scored that a single in my book.
Oh, yeah.
Hard hit ball.
And it's just what they wanted. 1 out. Ashley Dufresne up to Pat. I mean, she's done her job every single time.
Yeah, you know, she's 0 for 1 today, but the first inning should have been a sacrifice fly, but she's 0 for 1 with 2 sacrifice flies, 2 RBIs. Almost 3. High, ball 1. That's what I like to see, you know, from the 8-hitter Ashley Dufresne, just getting the job done all game long. Let's see if she can get it done right here. This one's hit right up the middle, and that is going to score a run. That's going to score 2 runs as Jacobson comes in, Montgomery comes in, and that is a ball game, folks. Even though 1 run will count, as that is the 8-run rule. So Solano wins the first game of this doubleheader, 12-3. Your take from this game, Bella?
I mean, Solano had a great showing. They hit the ball, and that's all they needed to do. Pitching work, hitting work. That's how you win a ball game.
Yeah, you know, Denali Smith did an excellent job there. Only had a little blemish in the 3rd inning, giving up 3 runs. But besides that, Falcons came out to bang today. So we're going to take a break here. Solano wins 11-3. And we are going to take a break and come back with a doubleheader after this.
Hi, I'm Terry Pearson Bloom, head women's softball coach for Solano Community College. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.